Adi Shankaracharya is one of the most revered spiritual guru of all times, considered to be an incarnation of Lord Shiva. His accomplishments in a very short lifespan are truly commendable. Adi Shankara authored 23 books on the fundamentals of Advaita Vedanta, and one of these Prakarana Grantha is Atma Bodha. Atma Bodha means self-knowledge or knowledge of the self. We consider our physical body as the self. When the lights suddenly go off and your name is called out, your reply is, "Yes, I'm there." The I exists even in the darkness, which is not your true self. Due to ignorance, we desire something or somebody, but do not desire our own self. Atma Bodha explains this journey from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge of the self. To understand Atma Bodha, one must first be prepared to gain this knowledge. One must have done some basic tapas or tapasya, like meditation, nishkam karma, and bhakti yoga. No matter which yug we may be living in, there will always be some humans who have led a disciplined life and have quietened their mind. Their attachment and attraction to the physical objects of the world have faded away and are free from worldly desires. They have cleansed their mind from sinful tendencies, likes and dislikes, are even-minded in pleasure or pain, and are desirous to know the nature of their true self. Seeking knowledge of Atman will benefit from the knowledge of Atma Bodha. Other spiritual paths like meditation, yoga, karma, and bhakti exist, but these can be performed incorrectly due to avidya. The problem here is ignorance or avidya, and this can be removed only with vidya or knowledge. Understanding that the path of inquiry or knowledge is the most direct route to attain moksha, which is liberation from the cycle of rebirth or samsara. Shankaracharya uses the metaphor of cooking rice. He explains that we may put rice and water in the pot, but without the fire, cooking does not happen. Though rice, water, and the pot are necessary, only the fire can complete the cooking process. Likewise, dhyan, yoga, karma, and bhakti can coexist with ignorance, but knowledge alone removes ignorance, like only light can remove darkness. The true self, Atma, is hidden under a veil of ignorance. Knowledge removes this veil of ignorance and enables us to realize the true nature of ourself, Sat Chit Anand. Like the sun, it has always been there and shines continuously. But when the sky is covered with clouds, we are unable to see it. Only when the clouds pass away, that the sun becomes visible. The sun is unaffected by the clouds, and so is our true nature. The light of your Atma always shines as the light of awareness, your pure consciousness, by which you know all your thoughts, emotions, and sensations, is also unaffected by ignorance. Again, on a dark, cloudy morning, when the sun is not visible, it is gloomy and gives us a sad feeling. But since we have the knowledge that this is temporary and that the sun will shine as soon as the clouds drift away, we do not suffer. So because of knowledge, there can be sadness free from suffering, and that we suffer only because of lack of knowledge or ignorance. There is a difference between sadness and suffering. Sadness is just a human emotion. Like the clouds, they come and go. When you suffer, that is where the problem lies. For example, when we go to see a movie, which may be serious and sad. There are moments during the movie which make you very sad, and you even cry. When you exit the movie hall after watching this sad movie, with tears rolling down your cheeks, you still hear people say, "This is one of the best sad movies I have ever seen," because here, sadness is free from suffering. You liked that sad movie because though it made you sad, but you did not suffer. The purpose of Atma Bodha is not to remove sadness, but to remove ignorance that causes suffering. Here Shankaracharya uses another metaphor. He states that when a person tainted by ignorance is purified, then ignorance vanishes due to self-knowledge, after which that self-knowledge itself vanishes, like the kataka nut powder used to purify dirty water. The impurities suspended in the water stick to the powder and settle to the bottom of the vessel, leaving pure water above. When this process of self-inquiry successfully removes ignorance, then the mind falls silent and pure consciousness alone remains. Atma Bodha is experienced.